your master of ceremonies and auctioneer for the evening, Clint Bell.
How's it going, everybody? Looking fabulous. Look at this. Look at the Bull Pride. Look at all this Bull Nation out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to celebrate LT's homecoming and also to preview for you a very exclusive look at a brand new trailer that our guy is in. So we're going to get our night started together, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you will be able to find a parking spot. How did you like Farmer and the Seahorse? Everybody enjoy the food? Got some great drinks. Still got a bar going on over there, ladies and gentlemen. We have got some fabulous, fabulous news for you. But we want to get started for one of the reasons that we are all here. LT made a huge impact, not only on the Chargers, but on San Diego, and we happen to have an incredible highlight reel that we want to share with you right over here on the big screen. Give you a little warm-up. So take a look, turn your attention to the LEDs, ladies and gentlemen, for a highlight reel of some of LT's best plays.
Downs on this drive. Tomlinson, left side, inside the 10, to the 5, game's over.
From the 18 with ball well in motion, toss to Tomlinson. He has some daylight, one man to beat. Down the sideline to the 50. The 20, and he's tackled from behind. And ball to 6. Tomlinson, he isn't the quarterback, but he just threw that pass to Drew Brees, and a gadget play works for Schottenheimer and the Chargers from the shotgun.
Incredible. Not only a star on the field. That's right. No doubt with highlights like that, he was a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at LT's Hall of Fame induction.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting LaDainian Tomlinson for enshrinement into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Lorenzo Neal.
Tonight to share my honor and story with you. My name began with the man who owned my great-great-great-grandfather. The family legacy that began in such a cruel way has given birth to generations of successful, caring Tomlinsons. I'm of mixed race and I represent America. My story is America's story. All our ancestors, unless we're American Indian, came from another country, another culture. Football is a microcosm of America. All races, religions, and creeds living, playing, competing side by side. On America's team, let's not choose to be against one another. Let's choose to be for one another. My great-great-great-grandfather had no choice. We have one. I pray we dedicate ourselves to be the best team we can be, working and living together, representing the highest ideals of mankind. I am asking you to believe in your ability to bring about change. To hold fast to the faith and the idea whispered by slaves. Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Thank you for this honor. God bless you.
Preach, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man of unrivaled physical capability and talent and impeachable moral character. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Good evening, San Diego. It's good to be back home. You know, it's almost humbling, and I'm at a loss for words to be back
You know, after hearing that Hall of Fame speech, there's so much that I've thought about. So much of me who was shaped from that Hall of Fame speech came from this very city. You know, guys, when I first got here, I was a 21-year-old kid from the state of Texas. And we all know in the South how things have been, how they were. But when I came to San Diego, I seen a different class of people. I seen a class of people that gave me hope and inspired me. And what you saw out on the field, the way I ran, was because of you. It was because of your cheers. It was because of your chants of LT, LT, LT. Yes. Thank you. But I ran for you guys, and I want to take you back. So my first game against the Washington Redskins, I walked in that stadium and it was packed, full of Charger fans. And that's when I knew, I said, we have something special here. But it wasn't until my first game against the It wasn't until that game where I saw the passion in our fans, and I saw the commitment that you had to our team. And on the other side, I saw a group of fans that we just didn't get along with. to say it nicely, right? But I was shocked that first game at how many fans they had at Qualcomm. And so from that day on, I vowed to our fans, you didn't know this, but I vowed to you that we will never lose against the Raiders, especially at home. And guess what? We didn't, did we? We didn't, did we? 13 in a row, every game. Every game we gave them a butt whipping. But it was because of you guys, truly. You inspired that in me. And you know, I always played, obviously, with with my heart and passion and all those kinds of things. But you saw it. I wore it on my sleeve a lot of times. You saw that in various different things that I did, whether it was talking about our team after the game in the media, where we gave up a loss, a tough loss. But everything that I did as the captain of that team was because of you. It was because you inspired me. And all of that, over time, it came out in the Hall of Fame speech. And that's why I talked about Team America and being one country and all of our ancestors coming from a different place, because that's what I saw in San Diego. I saw a group of people that loved each other, that sacrificed for each other, that served each other. And this community is so beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. Don't ever change that. Please don't ever change that. No matter what happens, don't ever change who you are, because you inspire so many people. Even right now, our team, the Chargers, you still inspire those guys, and they still play for you. Trust me, that will never change. 56 years in this market. You can't erase history. You can't erase it. It will always be there. We will always be a part of the fabric of San Diego. So now there's a new project that I have. I'm acting in my first role, guys, and it's an unbelievable blessing. I'll tell you, this came about. I was never planning on being an actor, I got to tell you, but I will tell you how this has happened. So a gentleman that I've known for over 15 years called me out the blue after a year. I hadn't talking to this gentleman. Called me up and said, LT, he said, I'm an executive producer on this film, God Bless the Broken Road. and we're casting right now, and we're looking for a pastor. And he said, I've thought of you. And he said, now before you tell me to screw off, just hear me out, because you know me. And he said, parts of the proceeds from this film would benefit DAV, Disabled American Veterans. And being a guy that comes from San Diego, and knowing how big of an influence our military is here in this city, and so many veterans that we have across the city, my relationship with our veterans, it intrigued me. I had never heard of that before. Never in the history of Hollywood has a film company donated funds, some of the proceeds, to an organization. That doesn't happen. And then so he said, not only that, but you're going to play a pastor. Just let me send you the script, and you read it and tell me what you think. So I got the script, I read through it, and I said, you know what? I think I can do this. Yeah. And I tried it, guys, and it was one of the best things I did. It was really a blessing. That's how this came about. But the DAV, being an ambassador for DAV, I've learned so much more about our veterans and how much more help they need from us. These are the most selfless people in our country. They sacrifice for the betterment of all of us. And we forget about them. Let's just be honest. And so DAV doesn't forget about them. They make sure that our servicemen and women have everything they need. Wheelchairs. They put on job fairs to help them transition back into society. All these things is something they do. And so this film, most of the proceeds will benefit them. So I encourage you, September 7th, God Bless the Broken Road will be in theaters. And if you want to help, even right now, just by sending a veteran to dinner and a movie, you can go to blessavet.com. Just $25 will take a vet to dinner and a movie. That's it, $25. Most of us spend that on, lunch. Starbucks, there you go. Somebody said Starbucks, you're right. Most of us spend that on coffee. But $25, bless a vet, and that will take a vet out to dinner and a movie. Again, thank you so much, San Diego. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for always being there, not only for me, but for my family. And I really appreciate that. I love you so much, and I will never, ever, ever forget about you. I promise you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our own number 21, LaDainian Tomlinson. Now, soon to be Academy Award winner, because we just got to put some more awards behind his name. Well, we have a tradition here in San Diego of noting memorable days. So, ladies and gentlemen, from District 7, please welcome Mr. Councilmember Scott Sherman.
There we go in the house. Thank you all for having me here, and I just, I usually don't get nervous doing these kind of things, but standing next to you, I'm a little giddy, so you'll have to bear with me here. After seeing your Hall of Fame speech, I got a job you can have in 850 days. You come see me. I wanted to make sure I was here to express to LT and to everybody what importance you meant to the city of San Diego during your time here. What you accomplished on and off the field needs to be recognized and should be recognized. So that's why I'm here today. We could talk, about 13,684 rushing yards, 4,772 receiving yards, 162 scoring touchdowns, and throwing 7 touchdowns. And I think we saw all of them. But more than that, it's what you did off the field. Your Tomlinson Touching Lives Foundation, what you do there, feeding people at Thanksgiving, the people in need, what you're doing now for disabled veterans. As the son of a sergeant in the 101st Airborne, trust me, what they do won't be forgotten by me. I remember being it pounded into my head many times. But more importantly for me, and the reason I wanted to be here, and having been such a fan of the San Diego Chargers for such a long time, is the way you comported yourself on and off the field. On the field, every time you put in maximum effort in everything you did, And when you scored and when you accomplished all these great feats, none of it was about you. It was about doing the game, playing hard, and doing the job that you were paid to do without all the showboating and the off-the-field antics and everything else. It came through across the television to all of us watching, I think. And as a father who is trying to express the importance of sport and what it teaches our children, the role model that you were during those times watching you play needs to be recognized, and I just wanted to be here to do it. So with that, there's a whole bunch of whereases in these things, and we usually go through 10 or 20 of them, and I don't want to get into taking up too much time, so we'll get right to the important part. Be it proclaimed by the Council of the City of San Diego that this council, for on behalf of the people of San Diego, does hereby proclaim August 27th, 2018 to be LaDainian Tomlinson Day in the City of San Diego.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the day you were all here to recognize it. LT Day in the City of San Diego. Not bad. We know it's going to be great to see LaDainian up on the big silver screen playing a pastor, but we also have some incredible leaders in our religious community and in the faith here in San Diego, and none of them express or go quite as big as the Rock Church. Would you agree? Absolutely phenomenal place. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very lucky to have Pastor Miles McPherson here with us on stage. So Pastor Miles.
How's everybody doing? It is an honor to be here with my friend. I tell you, I'm so jealous because he's acting. I'm trying to get discovered, and I told him to help me out. And I was teasing him because he's going to be a pastor. So I'm going to get an acting role being a running back. I want to do. Hey, I've been involved in football all my life, just like LT. And when you see people on television, you really do not know what they're like. And the media and television can give you a view, and sometimes we take that information as truth, and often it's wrong. And even though I played long before him, when he was playing, we got to go down every week, the alumni, for a couple of years when Marty was there, Marty Schottenheimer. And there were about 10 of us that went down every week to practice, every Thursday, and gave the player a game award, hung out in the locker room. Marty had us in, and I got to know LT. I've seen him here and there. We did a thing at the church on Easter once, but I got to know him for real. And all the players, Drew and Gates and all the guys, and Drew's still playing. He's old. I just saw him last week. That brother, he's still doing it. But LT is LT. He is gentle. He's quiet, soft-spoken, does a lot more than what he says. In other words, he doesn't talk a lot, he just does a lot. And we appreciate you for being that person. And we appreciate you doing this movie, because these kind of movies are so important, because I think we're getting desensitized with all the movies we see about the killings. And there's so many people who are so critical. Our culture is so violent. The value of life is so low. And these kind of movies help remind us how valuable people are, how important people are, especially our veterans, how to be civil towards one another, how to love one another. You're the perfect guy because that's who you are. I know you're acting as a pastor, but you weren't acting as a gentle person. You know, when the guy told you to be gentle, he's like, oh, that's what I do. And so we want to thank you for being who you are and promoting a movie that's going to remind us how to be loving towards one another. So thank you very much, my brother. God bless you.
All right, so we've heard all about it. What do you guys say? You want to take a look at a little bit of the trailer? Let's give you a little premise. So God Bless the Broken Road tells a story of a young mother who loses her husband in Afghanistan. She struggles to raise their young daughter in his absence. The film combines elements of faith, country music, and stock car racing while paying tribute to those who serve in the United States military. Ladies and gentlemen, God Bless the Broken Road. I don't know about you, September 7th. What day? September 7th. We're all going to the movies to go check that out. It is with great honor that we get to live in one of the mightiest military cities in all of the world. And for those of you who have served, those men and women in our armed services, I'd just like to give you all a round of applause for all that you do, all the sacrifices that you make to the families. We are honored tonight to have representatives from Disabled American Veterans present with us. One of them is the Executive Director, Barry Jasanowski. Barry, are you here? Would you wave? There he is. Barry's right there in the back of the blue suit. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Thank you for all you do to recognize our heroes, not only here, but all across the United States. Our next speaker joins us after serving in the Army as a radar... LaDainian Tomlinson jersey in the true blue and bolts. Ladies and gentlemen, this one autographed to the Hall of Fame. Perfectly authentic. We're going to keep it in the sealed bag so as not to get it dirty. Who wants to start the bidding off? You want to start off at $100? Where's my little quiet voice? There's $100, and we're not going to make it 1 1/4. Madam, not going to go 1 1/4. $100, and she's in behind you. Not going to make it 1 1/4. Yes, you're here to start things, but what you want to do is finish them. Not going to make it 1 1/4. 125. 125, and she's in. Not going to make it 1 1/2. You're going to go 1 1/2. 150 in there, and not going to make it 175. At 175, 175 right over here in the blue. Not going to make it 200. $200, and we're not going to make it 2 1/4. At 2 1/4, the gentleman in the blue there now 2 1/2. $250, madam, and she's in. Not going to make it 275. 275. $300, ladies and gentlemen. $300, and he's in. You want to go 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. He has you at 300. Now you go 3 1/4. 3 1/4, and he's in. Not going to make it 3 1/2. $400 at $400. There's a man who knows how to bid. $400, and he's in. You want to go 4 1/4, madam? 4 1/4. $400 here. Not going to make it 4 1/4. 4 1/4, and he's in. Not going to make it 4 1/2. $500, ladies and gentlemen. We're off and we're running at 500. They're not going to make it 5 1/4. At 5 1/4. 525. You can also go to 600 if you'd like to get rid of that guy. You want to go to 6? $500, and right over here. Not going to make it 5 1/4. 5 1/4, we're not going to go 5 1/2. $600. See, he was going to do it anyway. At 600, they're not going to make it 6 1/4. And at 6 1/4, go not going to make it 6 1/4. 6 1/4. $600, they're going to make it 6 1/4. 6 1/4, and we're not going to make it 6 1/2. 6 1/2. $700, and he's going to go at 700. $700, not going to make it 7 1/4. 7 1/4. If you just go 8, he might leave. You want to go 800? $800. $800. It's autographed. It's here. It's for you. It's authentic. LT's homecoming. Not going to make it 8. $800. He's thinking about it. He's chewing on it. He wants to go. Let's give him some cheers, everyone. I don't know his initials, but there we go. $800. $800. An opportunity. $800, and he's in. Not going to make it 9. $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. $1,000. $1,000, and he's in. You want to make it 1,100? Thank you. At $1,000, and we're here once. Looking for 11. $1,000 going twice. Looking for 11, sir. $1,000. All in?
Very good.
All done?
Okay.
$1,000. Would you like yours? Oh, your own for $1,000? Are you sure? $1,000? Sold. Right on over here. Congratulations to Mr. Steve Redfern at $1,000. All right, there we go. Ellis? Yes, very nicely done. You just think that's coming home with you. Hold on one second. I would never leave a superfan hanging. At $1,000, sir. $2,000 taken care of tonight for disabled veterans. You go home with a Hall of Fame autographed jersey from the man, the myth, the legend, LaDainian Tomlinson. $1,000 sold right over here to the gentleman in the blue shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. That's it. That's done. And that's how we put together some great funds for the disabled American veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, September 7th, get out into the theaters. God bless the Broken Road. Thank you all so much for coming out here tonight. Brian Malarkey, thank you so very much, sir, for having us at this incredible restaurant. Be sure to go and visit it again. Anyone have any other questions? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, ma'am? The blessthedav.com, I believe, is the one we have. Can we get the slide back up? Bless Yvette, there we are. They're going to put it up on the screen for us. The Bless Yvette slide. One more. That's LaDainian. There we go. Click here to Bless Yvette.
Thank you so much.
You can grab it there.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for what you do for our veterans. Thank you for being here tonight. On behalf of LaDainian, on behalf of Redfern and Associates and Brian Malarkey, thank you all for joining us on a fabulous Monday evening.
It's his restaurant, so, you know. Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't even know this was here.
Yeah, so actually Brian has owned a number of restaurants. He's a phenomenal restaurateur. But he's also been on Top Chef. He's been a judge on a lot of